Hey, what is up guys? Steve here, and today we're going to be playing Hitmontop in Pokemon Crystal, non-randomizer. Now, Hitmontop is a very different and interesting Pokemon that no one probably knows a whole lot about. Hitmontop, I don't know much about at all either. So, what can we say about Hitmontop? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at its stats. Oh, nice. You must have used one of those things to change a Pokemon or used. Anyways, that's a whole thing, a gym leader mat thing. Anyways, if you take a look here at the moves, we've got mostly fighting, ground, and normal moves. We do have access to Curse, which is fantastic, and that's really about it. I know we technically have access to Pursuit and Thief, but with 35 special, which is equivalent to both Hitmonlee and Hitmontop, or Hitmonchan, it's really difficult to say if any of the Hitmons can do any of the moves. So it's pretty good to say that we're not going to be using Pursuit much at all. I'll probably hold on to Pursuit for the sole reason that it might come in clutch at some point. But if you take a look at the stats here, 35 special and 95 attack, even if Pursuit is a super effective move and it has a base power of 80, and you double the special attack to 70, it's still lower than 95. So in almost every case, high jump kick or rolling kick are going to be better. Unless, of course, resisted versus super effective, then you have 4 times difference. So that's a little bit something. Now, what's nice is we are playing it in Gen 2. So in Gen 2, special defense actually is a thing. So it's not going to look as bad as Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee did in Generation 1. We also have Hidden Power Dragon, as you guys already know, because it's a shiny run. So that's not going to be of much use either. But you never know, because we're going to be dealing with, Dragonite, which is going to be flying type, which is going to resist fighting. So maybe there is a chance we might end up using Hidden Power just for the simple fact that it's going to be a super effective move against a non-super effective move, even if it is not in our wheelhouse. So definitely will consider picking it up. But I think in the end, we're probably just going to end up using Return, and since we have a base attack of 95, I think we're going to end up either 2, possibly even 3-shotting those Dragonites. So we are going to need to overtrain, and when I say overtrain, I mean overtrain. Like, you thought maybe we overtrained in some of these other runs. No, we are overtraining, because I already foresee the problem. We're going to have a flying weakness, and as we learned in, let's see, what other run had a flying weakness? The Heracross run. Heracross had a hard time with Lance, and we don't want to have the same problems we did with the Heracross run. And actually, that just now reminds me that I have not updated my HTML, so let me just do that. It won't take long. Fighting, Hitmontop. Okay, now that I've edited that, that should make our HTML calculate stab properly. Just need to refresh the HTML here. Perfect. All right. Oh, that sucks if it can't learn the 3M punches. That is true. There are a lot of things, a lot of reasons why people don't use Hitmontop, at least in this generation. In the future generations, it might have better moves. But I see ourselves most likely holding on to Return, High Jump Kick. Honestly, that Return, High Jump Kick, oh, and Dig are probably going to be on our moveset the whole game. I don't really see this going very well. I also predict this will be the slowest run, considering the stats aren't going to be nearly what they were for Heracross. So, yeah, we're probably going to end up having a really tough time. I don't even know what our fourth move is going to be. Our fourth move might end up being Pursuit the whole game. I don't see another move we're learning for a long time. When we get to red, we're going to end up most likely needing the strategy that can always beat red, the curse, return, rest, and sleep talk strat. So most likely that's going to end up being what we're going to use. So red, I'm not going to have a lot of leeway for. We're going to go into red, we're going to lose first, then we're going to use all of our red candies, most likely lose again, and then I'm going to switch to the strat pretty quickly because I don't think this is going to go very well. Especially since we don't have super effective moves for basically his whole team. Last I checked, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur all either resist or are not weak to fighting. The only Pokemon we have an advantage over is Snorlax. Snorlax starts with Amnesia, so I actually predict we're going to two-shot it, unless Espeon, of course, starts Reflect. So, other than Pikachu and Snorlax, we're going to have a really tough time against Red. So this is going to be a rough run. When I say we're going to do extra training, I mean it. So do not be surprised when we end up battling, let's say, what's the second hardest gym? I guess technically Jasmine. If we go into Jasmine and we're almost level 50 already, because normally we go into Jasmine, I think, around level 40. So I'm going to be putting in the extra training. Like all those spinners that normally I try to avoid, I'm battling them. I want to give our best shot. I do not want to struggle the whole run, find out we get to red, be like, oh my god, we did so well against blue, we have good shot against red, and then realize, oh no, we're 10 levels under leveled. Because that happens a lot. A lot of these runs, like for instance, let's take a look at some of these ones where I have a lot of resets. So Houndoom right here. I don't think Houndoom struggled with blue much at all. If we had gone into red at maybe, 3 or 4 levels higher, like Slowking here, probably would have done a lot better. And it looks like I learned my lesson with Seadra, because we did a great time with Seadra last week. I don't think Seadra is in the fast level up group. So I think pacing yourself is a pretty important part of the Generation 2 run. So I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to make sure to battle all these extra trainers. And fingers crossed it just goes well. All right. So, and our name, actually, I'm happy D1 is part of the stream today. I'm actually going to go with, it's not the name he came up with, Beyblade, but it is a reference to Beyblade. Now, naming a Pokemon after a TV show seems a little odd, but Let It Rip, I believe, will fit. Because I think we get 10 characters, so Let It Rip sounds like a good name. All right. I don't remember if I have to change these before I start or not, or if I already coded that in, but better safe than sorry to change them. Also, I need to remember to change the egg move to high jump kick. Hello, person over on Twitch. If you want to show up in the chat down here, make sure to check me over on YouTube on the exact same name, Steve M Plays. All right, new game. And we start as you guys already know, we start our timer right after we give ourselves the egg move. And because you saw my name there in the starting names, that means we have selected the correct ROM. It will, in fact, be all shinies. I always forget the daylight savings time. That one always gets me. The first gym is going to be tough. Exactly. I am also planning on battling all of the wild Pokemon. But honestly, I don't actually think the first gym is going to be tough, because even though the first gym is going to resist us, remember, high jump kick is a very, very high power move. So we will have a advantage. The only problem is if we get hit by a mud slap, we're going to be in trouble. but I will be taking the precautions and battling extra trainers. Alright, we got our Pokemon. We apparently only start with one move, which, you know, you think I would have known. Alright, so H for high jump kick. Clicking H, there's a lot of H moves. There we are, high jump kick. You can see it's been added on the left side of the screen, so we've successfully added it again. And our time now starts. Hello, Kazabak. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to let me know if the sound ever feels off, because this is the second stream I've done with this setup. So when I mean this setup, this microphone is a new microphone. It's a very nice microphone. Apparently, it's the one both Scott's Thought, Van Man, and Joe Rogan use. So it's a very, very high quality microphone. But because I added this new microphone, my setup is now, the sound levels are all off, because I had to change the sound levels. Alright, I did that heal not because we needed the HP, but because I wanted the PP for high jump kick. Because I'm just going to use high jump kick on everything in the wild here. High jump kick has got 90 accuracy, so it's straight up better than rolling kick in every single way except for power. And also because if you miss, you hurt yourself. But I can't remember. Is it Generation 1 where you only take 1 damage if high jump kick misses? Does Generation 2 fix high jump kick? These are the questions I need to know. Yes, those are my 3 idols that use this microphone. You know, the only reason I know that is because I saw, you know how Google spies on you and it reads articles of things you search for? Well, one of the articles, I'm sure Google realized that my Amazon account had this microphone in the, and I bought it. So it probably sent me the article saying Joe Rogan used this microphone because of that. So, you know, I thought it was an interesting tidbit. Oh, look, we have the broken Generation 1 move, which I heard got fixed in Generation 2. I don't foresee myself using Focus Energy, but, you know, it could be an interesting move. Did anybody search if high jump kick ever got fixed in Generation 2? Like, damage-wise? I think it's supposed to do, like 20% damage back to you or something like that, but I don't actually know, because in Generation 1, it does, like, 1 damage back to you, so it's completely irrelevant. Yeah, I don't remember what percentage exactly is. It's like 20 or 25, I don't remember. But it is a 10% chance to miss, so it's not, like, super likely. You know, it's Generation 1 Blizzard. It's pretty good. Like I said, battling all of these Pokemon, not that much of a pain in the neck, considering we're going to need every single bit of training. And also, most Pokemon typically do not have fighting type moves. So these battles are usually 2 shots. For most Pokemon, they're 1 shots today, except for apparently Spinarak. Antidote, probably shouldn't have picked that up. I am not talking to anybody on Discord. I usually only talk to people on Discord for the streams with another person. You know, today's a good day, Big Daddy. We have apparently 7 viewers right at the start of the stream, which is pretty awesome. Normally, it takes the whole stream to get up to 7 viewers. At least for me. You know, it's still pretty small here on YouTube. Alright, we did not one-shot the last Zubat, so let's go ahead and run that. Lucky 7, nice. Alright, need to avoid picking up these items. Like, I'm still kind of in randomizer mode, where I try and pick up every item, but not every item is obviously helpful. I do have my note sheet here on the right side of the screen. The note sheet doesn't tell me a lot of useful things, but it tells me all the points that I need to make sure to do. So, like, for instance, you know, like, you know, to get the radio card, you know, the answer is yes, yes, no, yes, no. Or possibly how many escape ropes and repels I want to buy in the Azalea Mart. All right. So far, so good. Oh, you know the best part about high jump kick? It's got 20 PP, which is fantastic. Such a good move to start with. All right. Don't want to pick that up in this run. Ghastly, no thank you. It's all good. Thank you for sticking around, speedrunner. Yeah, and because there's not much to lose in this run, because we're most likely playing for last place right now, you know, we can afford to do some extra training to make sure that wherever, wow, we missed that high jump kick. Wherever, wow, we missed 2 high jump kicks. 3 high jump kicks. Holy crap. 4 high jump kicks. What is going on? Oh my god. Did I pick up a berry or a potion or something? Ooh, wow. That sucks. Are all the trainer Pokemon shiny? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay. Well, that Ghastly just reminded me why we're holding on to Pursuit the whole run. Wow. Okay. High jump kick. Really, really inaccurate, apparently. Holy crap. Oh, rolling kick has a flinch chance. I actually did not know that. So if you guys aren't used to seeing shinies, today you finally get to see the Pokemon in their alternate forms. Okay, so this gym is probably going to be rough, but that's why we battled all of those extra trainers. Alright, fingers crossed. A level 11 should hopefully be good. Alright, we missed. Already off to a strong start. But, you know, we got the one shot. So, I think we're going to end up having to heal after this battle here. Good. Like I said, the Pokemon are low leveled. They have low defense. Even though our move is not the best against them, it still is pretty decent thanks to just the high power. Remember, it is basically a Hyper Beam after all. 127 power there on the left. Also, apparently, it says high jump kick's not being resisted. So, clearly... Oh, right, they're part normal type. You know, I forgot about that. That's awesome. I did not actually factor that into my gameplay. For once, the hiker with the 3 Geodudes is not going to be a problem. Like I said, we're going to be battling pretty much... Oh, no, not there. Pretty much every trainer that gets sent toward us. I'm going to be buying some Pokeballs. Oh, right, we were already given 5 Pokeballs. Never mind. Going to be buying 5 to 10 escape ropes. We'll go 5 because it's pretty early in the game. Right. I'm supposed to do that in Azalea, not here. Luckily, Fighting type is pretty effective against just about everything in the game, except for some grass-related Pokemon, so I'm pretty happy. What's our egg move? Our egg move is High Jump Kick. Probably one of the best egg moves we probably could have ever considered getting. Alright, we want to catch this Bellsprout. Bellsprout will be a cut and flash user. Luckily, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage to us, which is fantastic. Alright. Oh, right, Wooper is part ground type. I always forget that. You know, I think of Quagsire as part ground type, but I don't really think about Wooper as part ground type. Today, I think we'll definitely be fighting Hiker Anthony. His XP will actually be quite useful to us. Last I checked, his Pokemon are a pretty decent level for this part of the game. I don't actually know what this guy is. I think it's an Onyx. It is Onyx. Okay. It's been a long time since I battled that guy. He's very, very easily avoidable. And as you saw, I literally had to stand in front of this guy in order to battle him. That's how easily avoidable he is. If you're wondering what, if you're thinking, oh, he's not easily avoidable, that was the running joke. Yesterday, Speedrunner and I had a little chat saying it's been a long time since I battled that guy. Which is true. It has been a very long time since I battled that guy. And I easily could have avoided him today, too. It's funny. High jump kick really hasn't had like bad accuracy against all these extra trainers and wild Pokemon. It's only been the important gym leader battle that it was a problem. Now, rolling kick has got 85% accuracy, so you know that is definitely expected. Did I just... Oh, that's bad. Holy crap. High jump kick is not great here. Special attack, though, less than half of our physical attack, if you didn't notice. So even though technically Pursuit is better, Pursuit is not better. Pursuit is basically there because I cannot hit ghost types. And that's pretty much the entire reason to have it the whole game. Oh, wait, that guy's got two... Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll battle this guy, though. I don't think was it... I think that guy's got, like, Magmar and Vulpix, something like that. Definitely not worth going back for, but would have been nice if I had encountered him. Oh, and because this gym that we're coming up to is the grass poison type gym, it was also a good idea to do all of the battling that we've done. Because we're going to have a pretty hard time battling him too. Question is, does Scyther double resist our high jump kick? I know flying type resists our fighting type move. But does bug resist our fighting type move? I don't actually know. Because I swear grass does, but I'm not sure if bug does. Yeah. I'd actually kind of like it if somebody looked up, because it looks like it clearly right now we're facing an Ekans. Ekans is resisting ours. So it's poison. Poison for sure resists us. But I'm not sure about the other grass ones, grass and bug. Am I a Five Nights at Freddy fan? The game itself, like me playing, no, because I get very scared of things very easily. Watching other people play and watching some lore videos, and don't get me wrong, I'm not like a super fan. Like, I'm a super fan of like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Pokemon, and all of that. But you know, I'll watch the occasional video, Five Nights at Freddy's. If I'm really, really bored, I'll watch a what's his name? Game theory video on it. All right, let's go ahead and buy those repels now, because I'm most certainly going to forget. All right, I did heal. I see my PP is at full. So bug poison double resists. So bug does resist fighting. Fantastic. Unfortunately, it appears that high jump kick is still going to be way, way better than Pursuit. If you notice, high jump kick's power's 31, Pursuit's power's 40. But our attack stat's 50, and our special attack stat is 23. So that's a major difference. All right, and it looks like Paris does not double resist. So Grass. Grass is the one that does not double resist. So that means Scyther will double resist. Ooh, okay. So you know what? If Scyther double resists, that means if we get a chance to battle the Metapod or Kakuna first, which I think both have Tackle, one has got Poison Sting, we should probably use Focus Energy. Does anybody know, can you stack Focus Energy? Can I put 2 Focus Energies on top of each other and get 16 times chance? Is that a thing? Can anybody confirm that before I battle Bugsy? I don't know if you can double stack focus energy. Alright, so we've used one high jump kick, and we got a crit. Fantastic. Alright, let's go and just use another one anyways. Oh, it failed. Oh, it won't work in general. That's, you know, that's something. But I guess if I switched to Pursuit there because its defense was getting raised. Oh, I hit myself. Fantastic. Oh my. Oh, that's going to be harder than I thought. Okay, so we have to get through without being poisoned. Okay. You know, we'll save ourselves a turn, not trying to stack focus energy, and maybe we won't miss as well. Alright, so it used Harden, so we should switch to Pursuit. Fantastic. We got a crit. Use high jump kick on the first attack. We got a crit. It used Harden, so we switched to Pursuit. Alright, its defense is the same as its special defense. Unfortunately, we hit ourselves. It needs to miss. It's gotta miss. It needs to miss. Please miss. You gotta miss. It didn't miss. If I didn't hit myself one time, though, I think I would have won. Focus energy one time. Pursuit. Metapod got a tackle crit. That's funny. High jump kick first attack. Pursuit second attack. Oh, we got poison. Okay, so this one's going to be guaranteed hard. All right. High jump kick does 9 damage. Pursuit does 6 damage. All right, well, we got that out of the way. Since we were going to lose this one pretty much guaranteed, it was worth figuring out. Oh, wow. That's just... He flexed on us. So he knew he was going to win, so he changed his Fury Cutter to Quick Attack. That's funny. I should probably use High Jump Kick first. Okay. You know, I don't think we were out... Wow, we've hit ourselves twice now. Okay, well... Does not look like a great attempt. And see, this is with all of that extra training we did. Remember? Oh, and we got poison. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and reset now because that one's pretty much impossible. Doesn't matter how many Fury Cutter misses he gets. That one just went so wrong. Alright, let's go that Focus Energy. Pursuit. Alright. Kakuna, High Jump Kick, non-crit. Switch to Pursuit. No poison. Alright, this is the attempt. High Jump Kick does 8 damage. 9 damage. Okay, I have to get a crit at some point, right? Okay. Well, yes. The answer is yes. I have to get a crit at some point during the Bugsy battle. So, can anybody tell me, I know Pursuit's one of those moves that that can't miss. Is it also a priority move? I honestly don't remember. I don't think it is. I think it's just one that can't miss, which is good on its own. Maybe I should consider using Rolling Kick. It's only 9 power worse, but there is a flinch chance, which could come in handy, especially because a flinch would stop the Fury Cutter roll. It didn't work. You know, I was afraid of this. Unfortunately, there's just not much I can do. We figured out the optimal strategy. Oh, yeah, okay, it's not priority. That's what I thought. Oh, Pursuit can miss, and it's not priority? Then what the heck is Pursuit used for? Why would anybody use Pursuit then? I could have sworn it was one of those moves. Unless I'm getting confused with another move. Alright, the flinch chance must be really low. Ooh. The thing is, even if we level up one more time, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. No poison. Okay, no poison. Alright, at this point, I think we just have to get the crits. It started with Quick Attack, which is good. Means the Fury Attack's going to take us out one turn later. Oh, we had to get it right there. Once the Fury Attack is built that many times, it's not possible. Alright, we got a miss. Focus energy. Pursuit. What Pursuit can do is if the opponent is trying to switch out. Alright, hold on. Switch out. Okay, now I can read. If the opponent is trying, will attack before the switch happens. I think it doubles. Oh, it pursues the next Pokemon. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, it's starting to look like even with a crit, it still may be unlikely. I may just have to go back to training. I mean, I knew this battle was going to be pretty hard, but boy. Focus energy, not as much of an improvement to your crit chance as you would like to believe. Alright, no poison. Alright, come on, crit. Oh, he crit me, though, you know. Fantastic, you know, good stuff. Okay, well, I got a fear rolling kick. Well, I got a crit on the rolling kick. Unfortunately, I needed the flinch. Yeah, I think we're just gonna flinch. We're gonna rolling kick. There's, at this point, I think high jump kick has no side damage, so it's unlikely that it's gonna make any difference. The difference is gonna be to stop the chance that the Fury Cutter builds enough turns. Because if I get one flinch, like 2 Fury Cutters in, that's 2 more Fury Cutters I get to survive. So, guess we're just gonna have to rolling kick. We got a crit. That's nice. No flinch. Oh, we go second. That's why we're never gonna get the flinch. Okay. I give up. That's just not gonna happen. I wish I did note the speed, though. If I had noted the speed, I might have been able to know what speed to come back at. Well, surprised no one else told me about that speed. The flinch doesn't happen unless you outspeed. Alright, this guy. Other than this guy, like, there's not... Whoa! Holy crap. Do you see how much damage that did? Oh, right. That reminds me. High jump kick isn't 20%. It's 20% of the damage you were going to deal. That's why it did so much damage to me right there. Because I was going to deal like 100 damage to that Rattata, and it got dealt to me. Oh, you know what? I could probably battle the rival, though. Let's go do that. Well, I'm glad I figured that out. Only 11 resets later. Alright, Ghastly. Pursuit. Not a one-shot, but we didn't get paralyzed, so that's fine. Quick attack. No thank you. Oh, you know what? We did pick up Swift. Oh, no. Oh, no. Am I going to restart the whole run because I wasted 10 minutes on a Bugsy battle that should have been easy? I even picked up Swift. Alright, if Bugsy's easy, I'm restarting the whole run. I'm not rooting for Bugsy to be difficult. You know what? Not hurting myself is probably still a better strategy. Poison. Alright, well, if we beat Bugsy with poison... Well, that's sad. Alright, well, we're restarting. That is embarrassing. I picked up Swift. I had the answer on me the whole time. Alright. Saves. Delete. Retro Arch. Hitmontop. Load that up. Go back to here. Refresh game hook settings. Come on, you can do it. You can recognize game. There you go. Alright. Alright, speed that up. Change the settings. Okay. So that attempt never happened. You know, we learned something, and you know what? It only cost us 20 minutes. Not a big deal. All right. Just a sec. I forgot I need to reload Game Hook. There we are. I also need to reload Pokerus and all of that too. Make sure my Pokemon is shiny. Alright. Pokerus. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about Rolling Kick until I actually get the Pokemon. You know, a lot of Pokemon learn Swift. I should have assumed it. Like, the other day, there was a Pokemon that didn't learn Swift, and it surprised me. Because it's not often a Pokemon does not learn Swift. But it should have. I should have taught it immediately. Is the real problem. All right. Let it rip. Okay, apparently I spelled it wrong. Oh my god. When it skips characters, that really bothers me. Alright, let's go ahead and add the high jump kick now. Alright, high jump kick is now saved. Alright, and we'll start as soon as he lets us move. There we go. Alright, timer is now started. Apparently, the HTML is not recognizing. There we go. Fix that. Alright, all good. No big deal. And you know what? Now we are armed with the knowledge that we should not be attacking Zubats and Spinnerax. So, you know, it's not all lost. Get our PP for high jump kick. Get our call from Professor Elm about Pokerus. If you guys were wondering why I use Pokerus, it just makes the run smoother. So if you don't know what Pokerus is, it's around, I think it's the same percentage of being shiny. You have a chance of getting Pokerus on a Pokemon, so it's incredibly unlikely. But it allows you to obtain double the amount of stat XP. So by the time we end the game, or sorry, by the time we make it to the Elite Four, we can't really take any vitamins. So that's about the difference. So there's not a lot of difference between Pokerus. Basically, it helps me obtain probably 3 or 4 in every stat by the time we get to the end of the run. So it is helpful. It's just a minor help. And you know what? Maybe it's not 3 or 4. Maybe it's like 5 or 6. And you know what? I should probably grab the extra berry. Most likely we're going to use the berry in the training at some point. I think we ended up using it on one of the trainers in the gym, I think. But it would probably be helpful to grab that berry, considering we know that there is definitely a good chance we could lose that battle with Bugsy. I mean, even with Swift, it's still, you know, more likely, but, you know, not impossible to lose. All right, one of the run killers is right here. If you don't talk to Elm right here, then you don't give him the mystery egg, you don't get your 5 Pokeballs, and your run is a little screwed because you have to come back here and talk to him. Because the one guy is still going to be in the way. Youngster Joey, I think he's in the way. I mean, technically, Youngster Joey moves one spot. It's the other guy next to Youngster Joey that's in the way. More in the way. And you know what? We could probably battle those extra trainers, too. that probably was a bad idea, skipping a few of the trainers. Not that I skipped them on purpose. It's just kind of innate by now that I just generally try and skip them. Alright, so this guy gives us the berry. This tree gives us another berry. They're emergency berries. Let's not pick up the antidote. We don't necessarily need it. Alright, youngster Joey. Oh, no, that one's youngster Mikey? Have I had my youngsters wrong all these time? Oh. Wow. I've never paid attention. I just assumed that guy was always youngster Joey. Youngster Joey is the one who calls you. Mikey doesn't do crap. Ooh, that Poliwag probably would have been a decent Pokemon to catch. I'm not sure which HM's Poliwag learns, but, you know, it's probably not nearly as good as the Krabby we're going to catch in the near future. Alright, so let's not skip any guys here. There was one guy we skipped here, and we probably shouldn't have. And I do still have that potion. If I had memorized my items better, I'm fairly confident I could have picked up a super potion at some point, but I don't remember where the super potion is. Let's see, what level? We get 13 is what we need for Pursuit. Poliwag can learn every water HM. Then that probably would have been a good choice. Does Poliwag learn Strength, though? Because if I were to catch Poliwag instead of Krabby, Krabby is my Strength user. Because right now, as it sits, I typically catch the Bellsprout. And Bellsprout's for Cut and Flash. Krabby is generally for Strength, Surf, Whirlpool. And then Dratini is for Waterfall. I'm not sure if I can be better than that, per se. On the bright side, we had enough PP to battle every trainer in here, which is pretty nice. Of course, we're going to hit ourselves twice in a row. And now we've wasted our berry, which is fine. You know, we'll use the berry. We'll put a berry on. Now the question is, did we one-shot Falconer's Pidgeotto? If we didn't one-shot Falconer's Pidgeotto, then there's a chance I want to put the berry on for Falconer too. I think I did one-shot his Pidgeotto because it's neutrally effective. It's a pretty darn good move. Thank you, part normal type. Do they stay part normal type in like the future games? Because I don't think I can remember catching a Pidgey in any of the future games, like really far in the future games. Does the normal type stick with it forever, or does it become pure flying at some point? That would be interesting to know. I love how Game Freak always doubled down on Gyarados, giving it the flying type, and then just deciding, hey, I know it doesn't look like it flies, but guess what? In Pokemon Legend Arceus, we're going to show you it does fly. It doesn't learn fly, though. It just does fly. Love it. That Paralyzed Cure Berry most likely will be used for Lance. Actually, I should pretty much guarantee it's going to be used for Lance. There's no way I'm going to get past Lance without getting paralyzed. I cannot even I'm most likely going to 3-shot all of the Dragonites, so they have 6 chances to paralyze me. Oh, actually, sorry, 8 chances, because the first one's not going to paralyze. Oh, actually, now that I think about the third Dragonite, I actually don't think has, I don't think it has it. Has Thunder Wave. Okay, wild Pokemon. I gave you 2 moves. You decided that you wanted to not be hit by any of them. Alright, we skipped this girl last time. Let's not skip her this time. This girl actually gives you your phone number. I'm quite an expert at the phone numbers from the beginning of the game. I pretty much battled every trainer, and I pretty much talked to every trainer. And that's because I generally, whenever I play Pokemon as a kid, I battle every trainer, and I usually talk to them because sometimes they give you items. I just kind of train myself in every Pokemon game ever, like even the newest ones. Just talk to every person in the game once. Because if you talk to every person in the game once, you're not going to miss anything. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't read everything they say. I just talk to them. So if they say come back with, you know, said item and I'll give you another item, I'll miss that, usually. Alright, I think there's probably a trainer up there in the top left that I'm going to miss, but it is what it is. You can't battle everybody. Alright, well, thank you, Meki Coleman. I'm glad you're always sticking around. I know you're more like me. You generally lurk, but don't talk. I do it all the time. I generally watch streamers' VODs instead of watching them live. Like, my favorite streamer, let's see. So I've got 2 favorite streamers that I watch myself. I watch, hold on, I'm trying to like think and play at the same time. It's kind of hard. Axial Matt, he's part of Rooster Teeth, and then I also watch Chilled Chaos. I don't remember. He's used to be part of an organization or still is. I can't remember. But I really like his streams. He plays a lot of games that I'm interested in. I'm really interested in trivia games and Mario Party games. So they do a lot of those kind of games. One of my favorite games that I watch them play is Codenames. Codenames is an awesome game. Obviously, I don't have enough people. I tried to get my family to watch Codenames or play Codenames, but it's a very, very different game when you have 4 people versus 6. If you guys aren't familiar with Codenames, Codenames is a game where you have a board of 25 words. Yeah, for anybody else. So you got 25 words. You've got one person who knows all of your team's 7 words. And you got another person who knows all of the other team's 8 words. And the reason why it's 7 and 8 is because one person gets to go first and have an advantage. But, so you can only say one word. And the person who doesn't know the words on your team has to click on the word that they think your team has. And that's pretty much it. And you try and connect as many words as you can. So, like, for instance, a situation that might come up in Codenames is you have, I don't know, the words Canada, Mexico, and I shouldn't give an example of just states, but Canada, Mexico, and I don't know, Ohio, something like that. And no, let's say cities. Let's pick cities. Whatever. Anyways, you picked there are 3 countries. You would write the word country, and then you would watch your teammate pick all the countries. Now, the thing is, you also have to think about the other team, because you know the other team's answers too. So, what if your opponent has, for instance, you've got Canada, Mexico, and the United States, and the opponent manages to have like South America. You might take the risk and be like, well, South America's a country. They're not going to pick a whole country. That's not what I wrote. I wrote state, or sorry, not country. Sorry, whole continent. They're not going to write a continent. They wrote country, but you know, sometimes you get the people that think they're the same. And sometimes you want people to think like that. So it's a very fun game. I love watching Codenames. But I also love Mario Party. Like I said, I like all those kind of games. I love trivia games. My family and I, we do trivia every single week at my brother's house on Tuesday. That's why I don't stream on Tuesdays. But yeah, so I have favorite streamers. And generally, I don't watch them live. I have absolutely no idea when Chilled KS streams. But, you know, I go to his Twitch channel. I go to his VOD section. I watch it. So, I said all of that to basically say, yes, I lurk. I lurk a lot. And I don't catch streams live. But, you know, you do get to catch streams live. So, you know, you're cooler than I am. And I forgot to mention, Axiomat. Axiomat plays a lot of games that I also like to play. So Axiomat's the reason why I like playing randomizers. He plays Pokemon Stadium randomizer, which is awesome because it's Generation 1. I know everything about Generation 1, pretty much. And he doesn't know everything about Generation 1. Like, nobody mentioned in his chat, he doesn't know that Tri-Attack doesn't have the ability to do all of the effects. So it's fun. So some people just don't know Generation 1 quirks. He knows most of them, though. Like, for instance, he knows about Karate Chop's guaranteed crit rate. You know, so it's fun watching him do those. And he does, recently he did something very different with the randomizer. So not only does he do a rental randomizer where he has a website that picks the Pokemon randomly, he did a thing where if you donate a certain amount of, like, subs or bits or whatever, the team is immediately dead. So whatever gym leader you're trying to face, your run is done. You can't go forward if your team dies. So for instance, one of his longest running things for the rental randomizer was he was doing the Elite Four, and every single time, and remember, this doesn't happen often. These Pokemon suck. He's playing with. He plays with Pokemon like Pikachu and Meowth. Come on. So you have to give him a break. But so every time he gets like Lance, his team is like, okay, well, it's time to donate 20 subs because we don't want you to beat the game. So, you know, it's really fun. I love watching it. It's such a cool thing. It benefits him. It makes the chat feel like they have a stake, you know, because they can end the run whenever they want just by donating. It's fun. Good stuff. Love watching the streamers that I watch. Did I just say no? Boy, I almost feel like I should main Swift. Has almost the same amount of power on these double resisted battles, but I don't hit myself. Or sorry, I don't hurt myself, which seems like a really good added benefit. Because all of these Pokemon are either resisted or double resisted, which makes Swift just pretty much almost better in every situation. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and battle this person. I forget what they have, but you know, it's on the way to healing. It can't be that strong. And it might get to be level 20. Okay, you know what? It looks like I'll hit level 20 for Scyther, which is the next damage rounding threshold. So I'm happy with that. And I think we quit the stream last time at 22 minutes, or started over last time at 22 minutes. So if we beat him right now, we'll be 6 minutes ahead of the last stream, because we have Swift. I should also move Swift over to the second slot. Alright, no poison. Please, no poison. You're only going to hit me once. String Shot. You know what? I'm fine with that. 41 speed. Oh, we're speed tied at level 20. That's interesting. Technically, that makes Rolling Kick actually a decent move because it has a chance to flinch. Also means we were never going to be able to beat that Scyther with flinch Rolling Kicks. And because we're 2 extra levels higher, this battle should be easier. Oh, I need to pick up the repels and escape ropes. Almost forgot. Definitely want to repel when I get to the forest. By the way, I picked Quilava because none of the starters were like none of the starters made any difference. If you guys go back and check the all the starters available, you will have noticed none of them are weak to fighting moves. So I just picked one that I don't think I've faced in a while, which happens to be Quilava. Why did you not move? Oh, okay. Turns out that does not change to like white when you click select. It just looks normal. Alright, we've got our cut user, which is Bellsprout. You know what? I'll go ahead and teach Flash while I'm at it. You doing a speed runner, doing more routing today? Yes. Yes, we finished the routing halfway yesterday. And when I say routing, do you remember the route I made for our Parasect run where I literally wrote everything, like every single action in the whole run? That's what I did yesterday. So we literally didn't even finish our run yesterday. We pretty much just routed everything. Halfway, all the way up to Blaine, we routed out. Since we knew the run was possible, it was worth routing out. And we routed out the moves, we routed out the saves, we routed out everything. So everything up to Blaine is great. It's a shame that we only have 10 PP for dig. If we had 12 PP for dig, oh man, we could probably shave off like literal minutes. You're convinced you'll get sub 1 hour. We haven't tested it yet, but I'm convinced sub 1 hour is just it's not going to be a thing. I'm convinced we could probably get 110, but we have not like finished the runs yet, you know. We haven't like practiced it in any way, but generally, you know, by how well our solo runs go, you know, I've got a good feel on how long I think the run will last, and I think our run is most likely 110 potential. Oops, wrong person. This person's haircut person. Also, because we did that extra battling, I'm curious if it's worth going and checking for return this early. We did all that extra training, which means we're a higher level than we're usually when we're at this place. Extra training, or sorry, extra levels means extra friendship. Extra friendship means we have a good chance. Yeah, I did see the Ike join, but because we're not streaming, oh gosh. Boy, high jump kick is really murdering us this run. But because we're not going to be streaming our attempts, I'm not really worried too much about him. We might stream our attempts during the last week before submissions are due. I did look at the chat, though, and it sounds like Speedrunner wants to share what our final time is for our first attempt. I mean, I urged him not to, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, we gotta grab the radio card. Alright. So coin case, haircut, Abra. Nope, second guy. Also forgot to buy the coins. I think we'll end up sharing our first attempt result. Did I pick up the Abra? I did. Okay, good. Now I think we got to pick up the bicycle. I can't remember if this is mandatory or not. It is what it is. All right. Anyways, now we go ahead and grab Kenya. And while we're doing all the training on this route, we will go ahead and take a look at my list here of things we're supposed to do. All right. So let's see. 2 ethers, coin case, haircut, Abra, return TM, radio card, Kenya, dig TM. Okay, yeah, we're about to get to the Dig TM, which is pretty good. I like shiny Voltorb. Blue's a great color. It's very different, very cool. Reminds me of the Great Ball. This high jump kick is murdering me. Oh my god. Like, it's almost like I should consider not using high jump kick when I have a big level discrepancy over the opponents. Because I'm murdering myself. Alright. Yeah, blue is a great color. And I think it's nice that they went with blue. They had a lot of colors at their disposal, but I think picking a color of an already established ball was a good idea. Like, I also would have been fine with them picking purple, because purple was, you know, the color of the Master Ball. I'm really scared of teaching over Rolling Kick now, because there are times where high jump kick might just straight murder me. Oh wait, hold on, this guy's got Growlithe. Go blue? No. We're an Ohio State channel here. We don't talk about them. And I always, every time I bring it up, love showing the proof. Got my wallet. I know it's been a long time since I attended there, but I always keep my ID. There's no reason to keep the ID. But always keep it. It always makes people feel good, knowing that the person who you're streaming with is not lying. Yeah, I always like it. We have, you know, we've got a handful of viewers, so not everybody's probably seen that. All right, we got a Quick Claw. I'm not necessarily sure we need the Quick Claw, but you know, there are not a lot of items I generally put on. So, Quick Claw is useful. After Whitney, I think we're going to try and get the return TM. If we get the return TM, I think a lot of parts in this game will go a lot smoother. Whitney should be easy, though, thanks to high jump kick. As long as we don't hit ourselves 2 or 3 times. That's the only thing that would shock me. Oh, hold on. I also need to teach Dig. No, not on Abra. Although it does surprise me Abra can't learn Dig. Generally, I thought Abra, the Alakazam line, could learn Dig. In Generation 1, I know for a fact Alakazam and Kadabra learn Dig, but I've never done an Abra run, so I cannot confirm if that one learns Dig. Oh, beautiful. All right, we've got our new best move. Oh, it also just dawned on me that I never taught Headbutt. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, but you know, flinch chance and all that. And I think we're going to go ahead and battle all the trainers in here. Again, preparing for the end game. I'm pretty sure the end game is going to be brutal for us. Wow, these are level 9, level 13. Okay, level 17. That makes a lot more sense. I was going to be like, level 9? That seems really low. I mean, I know Gen 2 is like famous for like terrible level scaling, but 9? Okay, so Abra is the only one in the line that can't learn Dig. That is good to know. I mean, I don't think it's going to be good. Like, I don't think I'm doing an Abra run. There is a chance that when we do Alakazam for the randomizer, it might start out as an Abra. But let's be honest, by the time we get to I don't even want to say Brock. I think we're going to end up having to use Struggle on Brock. And if you're wondering why Struggle, because Teleport is our only move. And in our randomizer series, we've got this rule where if an opponent, or you can start out with no PP if you want. And this prevents you from getting locked by Pokemon like Abra and Metapod, because I did do a Metapod run. But once you decide, hey, I want to use this other move, you got to unlock the PP. So, like, for instance, once Abra evolves and you get... hold on. Once Abra evolves and you unlock Psybeam or Confusion, I can't remember which one of the two it was. If you choose that you want to use Psybeam or Confusion, well, that's it. You cannot turn the teleport PP off again. It's done. You've made your decision. But it just helps us not get locked. So Abra, you know, even though it's hard, because, you know, it's got low attack stat, low HP stat. So even though we're using struggle training, it's better than nothing. I mean, there's not a lot of good things to say about it. It's better than nothing. Wow, 9 levels higher. Return still not strong enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think Return is up to 102 power just yet. Okay, that hurt. But, you know, we've got decent special defense. Apparently, Fighting type is super effective against Dark. I did not know that. I don't understand why. But, you know, I'll take it. Tail Whip is fine. Alright, now we have a Pokemon to use Dig on. Move Pursuit to that slot, because Pursuit's going to be our least used attack. Alright, let's go ahead and grab Surf, because sometimes I forget to grab Surf. Alright, this guy. Then we use our Repel. I'm fairly confident we can win here. How's the run? So far, it's so good. I think our overtraining is definitely showing. There are a lot of battles. I feel like maybe, just maybe, we most likely were not going to win, but now we are winning. I also think the addition of Dig is definitely going to end up being very useful. One of the problems I did not foresee with High Jump Kick is High Jump Kick ends up doing 20 or 25% of the damage dealt back to you. And the problem with that is if you do it on wild Pokemon where you have a major level advantage, God forbid it's a super effective move, then you're going to absolutely wreck yourself if you miss. So you got to pick your battles with High Jump Kick, which is unfortunate. Although now, I'm not sure where Pursuit is going to be that useful. It's useful now, obviously, but other than Psychic types, which, you know, we can probably just hit with Return, Dig solves Ghost types for us. So, there. Can't believe it did that. So it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to go about this with Pursuit. We're not going to learn any moves I want to teach over Pursuit via level up. Triple Kick is still not very good. So that's it. I don't want to use Counter, and that's it via level up. So there's not a lot I want to teach via TM either. So really, the only move that I want from here on out for the rest of the run is Curse? Yeah, I think it's Curse. I don't think I'm going to end up using Curse even after I get it, except for obviously Red. But maybe I might end up using Curse on Blue, possibly. I could teach Protect. That could be a thing. might come in handy once in a while. On the bright side, all of our extra training here, I think, allowed us to do really well here. I think we outspeeded the Gengar there, but if we didn't, then we definitely were able to quick claw the Gengar, which is always good too. Alright, 211 XP really sucks for that guy. Alright, have I missed anything? I'm trying to think. I think the next thing I want to do is grab the Good Rod, get the Krabby. From there, we're going to be good all the way to Dratini. So yes, so we're good. Super repels, that's what I'm missing. I just thought of something. Double super effective fighting move might be bad. What if I miss high jump kick and it's like against a Tyranitar? I might kill myself. 25% of a double effective high jump kick stab. 25% might be enough to knock me out. Our HP stat is low. Kind of scary. But so far so good. 0 resets. That is fantastic considering last time we had 11 resets. I tried to be cheeky there with the high jump kick. Got absolutely wrecked. Yeah, I don't think anything has Tyranitar. It was more of an example, like for possibly a randomizer run. I think there's another Pokemon out there that's double weak to fighting. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I think there is. In Gen 2. Obviously, there are plenty in future generations. Not even a nibble. Come on, Krabby. Alright. Pursuit should definitely not knock it out. Okay, 2 Pursuits definitely did. Okay, whatever. You know, I should have expected that. The first attack was a low roll, which led me to believe I could do 2 Pursuits, but, you know, it is what it is. Wow, crit. Survived. Well, Lure Bowl is guaranteed to catch pretty much at that amount of HP. It's not a big deal there. Oh, you know what? I should probably battle all these guys. I usually skip most of them, so I keep forgetting our Pokemon is quite bad. I kind of missed. What did it use there? I think it used Foresight, because the rest of the attacks would have did something. I think Tyranitar is the only one. Really? Okay, well I guess we can narrow this down really easy. What is fighting good against? It's good against normal. It's good against dark. What else is fighting good against? What else is Tyranitar? Tyranitar is ground? No, he's rock. I can't remember. He's dark on either rock or ground. I can't remember. It's one of those two. Rock. Okay. So rock, dark, and normal. So are there any normal rock types? That seems unlikely. Steel, ice, rock. Okay, there's got to be something in that list, right? Alright, let's battle this guy. Probably should have battled that other guy. Wow, fighting type's pretty good offensively then. If it's all of those, and normal type as well. Well, I can't think of any normal ice. I can't think of any normal rock or normal steel, so that's definitely out of the question. So normal's not relevant then. So ice, rock. ice, rock. Okay, I think paralyzed swine is ice ground, so I don't think that's that. What am I doing? I have dig. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and teach surf. Strength. Alright. Repel. I will most likely accidentally battle a trainer or two here. Either on accident or on purpose. Just because, again, see, it's not a waste in this run. We know for a fact the Dragonite from Lance is going to be rough, and he has 3 of them. So every battle helps. Sneasel. Yeah, Sneasel. See, I knew there was another because I remember doing the randomizer and having a fighting type move, and it was not just Tyranitar. But yeah, it might just be 2. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can go through the whole gym like this. I don't think I need to go back and heal. As far as a 2-hour time, I think we're well on pace to crush 2 hours. So as long as we keep up this extra training and we don't end up aerodactyling the Lance battle, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll offset the aerodactyling with extra training. For those of you who are not aware, because you don't watch all my streams, the act of aerodactyling is a verb in which you battle and battle and battle and just cannot win the battle. Instead of going back and doing extra training or just diverting your strategy. Just battling for like 10 minutes straight. Today, we just aerodactyled on Bugsy instead of reconsidering our strategy and going in a different direction. Okay, well, we'll have to black out if we lose because just realized I forgot to save. Oh, karate, right, no guaranteed on that karate chop. Ooh, Hypnosis managed to hit and he used Mind Reader. Wow, that's a long sleep. And we hit ourselves. Okay, well, we're not going to click reset because that would be really bad. Luckily, we saved right outside of the gym. Or, sorry, not saved. Luckily, we healed right outside of the gym. Okay, that obviously automatically heals us. Alright, so we lost some money. We lost a lot of time switching out Pokemon. It is what it is. Oh, hold on. Reset. There we go. Added the reset to our counter. We're all good. Of course, it took going to sleep for like 7 turns for him to beat us. We're probably going to 2-shot the rest of his Pokemon right now. Oh, wait, hold on. This is more than a 2-shot. Should have considered high jump kick the first attack. Just in case. I think that was probably a high range. Alright, let's grab Fly. Alright, let's teach Fly. Let's move Kenya to the front of our list because we fly a lot in this run. Alright, now we fly to Ecruteak. Oh, hold on. Just remembered something. Almost forgot. Fly to Olivine. I don't know if you can buy super repels in the other cities, but I definitely know you can buy them in Olivine. Alright, now we can fly to Ecruteak. And, you know, unlike Generation 1, when you click the button, it might count as 2 button clicks. You know, that happens a lot. Not going to bother with Super Repel in the water here. We're not really going very far in the water. I wouldn't mind battling... Wow, two encounters. Did not see that coming. I expected one. I would not mind battling all of these trainers here. Could always use the levels. Again, right now we're on pace for 2 hours. So, you know, every battle is not that much of a waste of time. All right, so fun fact, even with Mind Reader, the AI still has a built-in 25% chance to miss. I actually did know that. Just saying, still here. All good. God, I expect... You don't have to give me the updates if you don't want to. Just glad you're a lurker like me, we established. We just learned that Doug Trio has got absolutely awful HP, and not the greatest defense either. Dig. Boy, high jump kick scares me. Because I don't know if you guys are noticing, but we're almost 20 levels higher than the Pokemon here. So the fact that we're 20 levels higher means if I use high jump kick and miss, there's a good chance that I might do more damage than anything the opponent could possibly use on us. All right, I should definitely be using Repel. All right, go ahead and battle this guy. I think he's got Gyarados and two Magikarps. Even our weakest move. I was just kind of experimenting. I don't think he has another Gyarados. I think it's 3 Magikarps. Nope. Okay, Gyarados. That's good. 600 HP, not bad. Or XP, not bad. All right, so we have established that there is a chance I could use Hidden Power, but it's really, really remote chance. Because I think there's a better chance that Return is just going to be stronger on Claire than Hidden Power. For those of you who don't know, when your Pokemon is shiny, the Hidden Power move is always going to be Dragon. So it will be useful on Dragon types like Dragonair and Dragonite, but for the most part, it's not very useful on a non-special attacker. Our Pokemon is a non-special attacker. Oops. Okay, apparently I must have... Okay, yeah, that was right. That was right. I was like, where's Lance? Have not beaten the Gyarados yet. Wow. I expected to do more than that. But it is level 30 Gyarados, and our Pokemon is level 37, so that does make sense. I mean, I know Gyarados is not the greatest defense, but it's still pretty defensive. Alright, now for the boring portion of the game. Hey, Shadow! As you guys can see, the cat is certainly still alive. I had noticed, because I was watching my own stream in the top right, that Shadow hadn't moved pretty much the entire stream. You know, I was pretty sure the camera was working, but I wasn't 100% sure the camera was working. Alright, so now training is essentially kind of going to be at a standstill at this point because they're level 20s, we're level 37. All this extra training, although may not be great, is still something, but I think the training that we're going to probably add more of is probably before the league. There are a lot of trainers on Indigo Plateau that most likely would be pretty easy to beat. And still a high level. Because, like, most of the trainers in this mid-game, because you guys probably already know, Generation 2, the whole mid-game is basically pick an order, whatever order you want. And then you get to Claire, where the levels start rising again, because at that point, everybody has 8 badges. Everybody's playing the same game. So, they don't have to pick and choose which part they think you're at. Like, you could do the rival, you could do Price early, so that's why Price is a low level. You could do so many parts early. That's why everything is in the mid-20s, because it doesn't know what part you're at. I think this is a protein over here, and we have one more attack if you notice. One more. So fingers crossed this doesn't Oh, perfect. Okay. This almost reminds me that maybe I should consider going back to Celadon for some extra vitamins. Because the vitamins are about to lose their potency. Because you can still max out your stats after vitamins. So the point you max out vitamins is like, oh my god, are you serious? The point of you max out vitamins is like halfway, I want to say, for maxing out your stats. So you would want to use vitamins really early on. So we have no idea how close we are to maxing. I would almost want to consider adding that indicator to my thing, but there's just no way to know. I mean, there is obviously a way to know, but I don't think it's useful enough information to add. Like right now, you can see our attack and our speed. We couldn't possibly use another protein or another carbos, even if we wanted. Although I'm really considering picking up a calcium. Like, I really hope that doesn't go from 2 down to 1. If it goes to 1, I'll probably just ignore it. But if it stays at 2 by the time we finish this little rocket part of the game here, I think I'm going to go back and buy calcium. And whatever else our money can afford us to buy. That guy. I always remember to go around this guy. Going in. I never remember to go around him after. For some reason, I thought the rockets would just, like, come up to me the moment I opened the door. Alright. Arbok. Alright, we are definitely starting to run out of returns, although we will just use dig on the electrodes. Level 40. So we're exactly where I mentioned generally most Pokemon are battling Jasmine at. So even though we've done all this extra training, it really hasn't made much of a difference. I mean, obviously it has made a difference, but not much of a difference. Because I think usually it's like 37, 38, usually, that we get around to doing Jasmine at. Okay, so far so good. We're really close to being able to just go buy those items, the calcium and whatnot. Perfect. All right, we can teach Whirlpool as well while we're at it. All right, dig, fly. Let's go ahead and teach Whirlpool while we're here. No, not on Kenya. Krabby. Alright, now let's go ahead and head to the... I actually don't know which floor it is. I think it's... not that guy, not that guy. Not that guy. Well, that one's probably a chick, actually. There it is. Alright, so sell. We don't need potions. We don't need berries. We don't need super potions. We don't need awakenings. We don't need the full restore. Don't need the great balls. Don't need the regular Pokeballs. Don't need Shadow Ball. Don't need Attract. Fury Cutter. I don't know if we're going to need some of these other moves, but we'll hold on to them. All right. We can afford to buy 2 calcium and 1. What's the special defense one? Oh, it's also calcium. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab the iron. Perfect. All right. Well, we're pretty much as maxed as we can be at this point. Let's head back to Mahogany. Still haven't healed. Gonna do that. Gym should be no issue. He is Price after all. Price, they don't know what level you're gonna be, so Price is easy as always. Claire will be the real test of where we are. How nice of them. How generous of them to add in the ice typing just so our fighting type could be more useful. Like right here, fighting type's not useful on Seal, but it will be on Dugong. Boom. Glad it didn't hurt ourselves. High jump kick is a scary move. We'll probably have to rely on it a lot during the league. Oh, right, Jasmine. Jasmine. I was like, where's our phone call? I'm just going to head over there anyways. That was not smart. It's okay. We only lost the fly time. Already battled all of the trainers here. Alright, I don't think we need to heal. I think this will be fine. I will save, though. Who's the hardest form? You know, I'm still probably going to assume it's Hitmonchan, but I haven't seen Hitmonchan's moveset in Generation 2. Odds are, because of the fact that Return exists, Hitmonchan might honestly not be that bad in Gen 2. And because it's got the increased special defense, you know, it won't be like a doormat. Alright, fly. Let's go ahead and we're going to need all the PP we can get. I don't think we're battling any of the extra rockets, because, again, the rockets are all probably in their low 20s. But I will battle all of Claire's trainers, because I think they're all at their low 30s. And same thing with all of the Indigo Plateau trainers. Oh, I just remembered. Normally I pick up the PP up and the rare candies before doing this part. That's alright. I'm just going to have to remember to do it after. Alright, we're right now at 2 hours. We currently have 7 badges out of 18. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. Or sorry, 16. But I think we're definitely on pace to be in front of 2 hours. Again, I know 2 hours is not a good benchmark, but considering this is probably going, like, statistically worse than Heracross, I'm going to go ahead and say we're making good time. Like, this and Heracross are fighting type. Heracross had better moves overall than we have in Hitmontop, and it has stab, or it has higher statistics. So all on paper, it should be worse than Heracross. And considering Heracross got us like a 215 time or whatever, it's the difference is mostly going to be preparation. I did not do extra battles in Heracross, and I am probably over prepping for this run. And we'll find out if it matters. It is a bit of unfortunate news that Pursuit is not a guaranteed hit move, because I was really hoping that it was for this battle. Because if I get hit by a smokescreen, that's going to suck. Did I see Scott's yellow Heracross run? I haven't watched any of Scott's backward compatible runs. I originally was a fan of Gym Leader Matt's backward compatible runs, but then I realized it wasn't that I was a fan of the backward compatible runs. I was a fan of the Pokemon themselves, So, I generally watch legendaries for backward compatible runs. He might have done a legendary backward compatible run, but I haven't seen it yet. Ooh, I know escape rope doesn't work in here, but I wonder if dig works in here. Probably worth trying. There are a few buildings where I think escape rope doesn't work, but dig does. Alright, well, that answers that. I just explained why I didn't like them. I'm more of a fan of the Pokemon and not the run. Oops. What am I doing? What am I doing? Basement. Go to the basement. So, like, I am personally not a big fan of Heracross. So, watching Heracross in Generation 1 is not necessarily something I'm, like, super into watching. I'm a big fan of Legendaries. Like, I understand that a lot of people are big into the challenge aspect of the challenge run, but I'm more just interested in what in the world could possibly stop, you know, like let's say if you were to put Rayquaza in Generation 1, what would stop a Rayquaza in Generation 1? I'd want to know, and that's what I like to see. So that's why I really liked watching who's the god of all Pokemon? Arceus, I think. If it was not Arceus, it was the other legendary from Generation 4. That Gym Leader Matt did in Generation 1. I really liked watching those. It's like Water and Dragon, something like that. I liked a lot of his early videos on the Gen 1 or Gen 2 and Gen 1s. The ones where he was using Sanqui. I especially liked watching a lot of the legendaries and whatnot struggle to beat the Charmander for Rival 2, because the Charmander Rival 2, thanks to Sanqui, it gave it Dragon Rage, and it doesn't matter what Pokemon it is, Dragon Rage is good that early in the run. I always found that amusing. So far, so good. Although, to be fair, didn't expect anything. Do I prefer the Sanqui runs on the ones or the ones that Matt makes himself? To be fair, I haven't really watched a lot of the ones where Matt makes himself. Like I said, he's been doing a lot of like throwbacky ones that aren't legendaries. I don't know, there's just something about legendaries I like more. Also, I just haven't been watching a lot of runs lately. Other than your videos, I don't really watch a lot of it. Like, right now is a really good time to be watching TV in general. Although, in the next week or two, a lot of shows are going to be coming to an end, and there won't be a lot of shows to replace them. So, like, for instance, I just watched the last episode of Survivor. I think on Wednesday's the last episode of Ted Lasso. It right now is just, you know, season ending time, so there's going to be a big gap between season ending and next season of other shows, like probably like I want to say it's like 2, 3, 4 weeks gap between seasons of shows. So I might be picking up a lot of people's videos in the downtime. Why did I pick up Amulet Coin? I don't need the Amulet Coin. Why am I doing this? I can dig out of here, can I? I sure can. I should probably heal. I don't think 6 damaging moves was going to be good enough to defeat the boss Rocket and the 3 people, I think, in front of him. So there's this guy, the person that's looking leftward, and then the guy himself, I think. So the thing is, I'm very different. I use a website called M4U, M4U, and this website has got like everything. So I don't have to pay for any of the streaming services, and I just watch everything. So a lot of people are limited to what they have available in front of them with like Netflix and whatnot, but I'm limited to everything. So anytime somebody brings up, hey, you should watch this show, well, guess what? I generally watch this show. And, you know, that's a problem that I have. I'm generally watching in any time, I want to say in season, I'm probably watching a good 15 shows for any odd season, and there's 4 seasons of the year. So, you know, well, I guess technically there's probably like 2 TV seasons, but, you know, I'm generally juggling 40 shows at once and any given year. So I watch a lot of TV. All right, we want to pick up the pink bow. I forget. I don't think you can dig out of here, can you? Nope. We literally just tested it minutes ago. All right, we want to pick up the PP up. We want to pick up the rare candies because we accidentally skipped them earlier. Violet City, over here in the water. Make sure you use that last repel. Move my super repels to the top. All right, PP up. Now we want to fly over to Goldenrod. All right, the repel ended. Where are you, super repels? There you are. I always forget what item that is, and I'll never know. All right, fly over to Mahogany. There are no trainers between... Well, I mean, I guess there are a few trainers between us and the final city, Dragonthorn, but they're all easily avoidable. Emphasis on easy because I cannot avoid them all. I cannot avoid them. Let's go ahead. Not the max revive. I didn't want to grab the max revive. There it is, the elixir. Oh, you believe it's a nugget? Nugget wouldn't be bad if I really needed something at this point of the run, but I think at this point we're just kind of like too late in the run. Everything that's worth buying I already have. Oh, you know what? A nugget would be fine if I needed a like an ice beam or a thunderbolt or whatever. I would have to end up changing the day, which is I don't want to say it's against my rules, but I've never done it before. I don't know the button combination to change your day mid-game. So I've just kind of made it like an unspoken rule that I just don't change the day mid-run. All right, we need to grab that. We don't need iron anymore, so we don't need that. The PP up, let's grab that. Still unsure what I want to use the PP up on. There's a very good chance that I just want to use it on return. 40 is a low estimate, by the way. 40 is not like me trying to brag. No, 40 is low. It's probably in the 50s that I balance at once. And you got to remember, when you're watching 50 shows, 2 of them are off season. So, you know, so for half of the shows are like, you know, from, I want to say January to July, and then the other half are from July to December. So 50 is already cut in half as far as seasons are concerned. So 50 means I'm juggling 25. And then if you think about it, that generally means that you cut that by 7 days of the week. So now you divide that by 7, and you get about, you know, like 3 to 4 shows a day. So maybe 50 is a little bit high of an estimate, but 40 is too low of an estimate. So really, you know, every day there's 2 shows that I have to watch. Usually 2-3 shows. Like recently, I think I watched both Shark Tank and The Simpsons. Today I watched the season finale of Survivor. That one had to be 2 hours. although it is a lot easier to balance than you think that it used to be, because back in the day you used to watch like 20 plus episodes per season. Now it seems like every single show is 8 to 12 episodes. It really pisses me off. I loved 20 episode seasons. Like, you go back to Supernatural and it was like, 24 episode seasons. Speaking of Paramount Plus, they finally figured out my Paramount Plus like hack thingy, and now I don't have access to Paramount Plus anymore. I know I've mentioned it on stream before, but I used to have an account on CBS Sports, and I used to get advice from sports betting pros, on what games to pick and whatnot. And I canceled my membership, but that website came with Paramount. Well, at the time it was called CBS. They changed it to Paramount, but I never lost access to the website, CBS, and then they changed it to Paramount Plus, and I never lost access. So from here up to the last 3 years, I have not been paying for Paramount, which is fantastic. Awesome. It wasn't until last week, at the exact same time that Netflix decided to ban the password sharing in the United States. Like last week. All right, hold on. This is friend, strategy, anybody, knowledge, and both. Yeah. So anyways, yesterday, or like this week, I lost access. Oddly enough, I have not lost access to my sister's boyfriend's Netflix, because I'm definitely not on their houses. You're only allowed to have so many houses. I'm definitely not going to be one of their shared houses. Haven't lost access to Netflix yet, because everybody's been crying that they're losing access to Netflix. So I expect that to happen within a week or two. Not that it matters. I could watch any show on any of those platforms on M4U. The only difference is M4U, I'm streaming it, so there is a chance there's buffering. That's like the only difference. And the constant quality is better on the streaming service, whereas I might have to watch it 720p. On another service. I forget if my repel ran out. Oh, no. Damn it. I forgot to do something. That's going to cost me like a whole minute. I answered all the questions correctly. Did not pick up the Dratini. I don't even need to check my Pokemon. I know I didn't pick it up. Yup, thank you for your Dratini. It is what it is. Like I said, about a minute lost right there. I recognized it the moment I realized I needed Waterfall. Can't remember if I used Repel. Looks like I probably end up using Repel. Like I mentioned, I'm probably going to just battle all the trainers on this route. I want to be on pace for that 2 hours. I definitely think we are most certainly going to struggle on Red, like badly. And we're also going to struggle like extremely badly on Lance, to the point where I think we're just going to have to like rely on possibly even crits on Lance. Like, that's how bad I think we're going to struggle on Lance. So if I can do anything in my power to two-shot those Dragonites, a few extra trainers is going to make the difference of 20 resets. Just to go from a 3-hit range to a 2-hit range on those Dragonites. I've never actually battled any of these trainers like for a really, really long time. Like probably since I was a child. So battling these trainers is interesting. And I know I have the heal house coming up, so I can pretty much use as many returns as I want. I don't think I'm going to run out. I mean, I probably will run out, but I've got plenty of other damaging move PP. I think most likely between high jump kick and dig, I'll probably have enough PP for the rest of the trainers here on the route. But return is just the strongest, the quickest move to use. Generally, you get into the league around 50 or 49. So we're at 51, so we're a few levels higher than expected already, which is fantastic. Actually, honestly, most of the time when I make it to the Elite Four, I think I generally start at 48, because the advice that Squidgy gave me was you want to get to the league at 50, and every single time I find myself getting to the Elite Four, I find myself slightly below 50. I can't remember the last time I even made it close to 50 by the Elite Four. So the fact that we're 52 means we're probably about 4 levels higher than usual by doing all these extra trainers. Did I miss? Oh, double team. Way to use 3 double teams and then let me hit you. Love it. As soon as we get past Lance, though, I'm fairly confident we can get past the entire Kanto region like 15 minutes or less. If I wasn't worried about missing high jump kick, I would actually consider using high jump kick on Snorlax, because Snorlax would probably be a lot of really good XP. But the fact that Snorlax is weak to high jump kick, Snorlax has got a lot of HP, there's a lot of potential damage that I could do to myself. Can we learn Earthquake? We can't learn Earth. Wow. Okay. Okay. For some reason, we can't learn Earthquake. Guess we're stuck with Dig. You know, I probably did point that out at the beginning of the video. So it shouldn't have surprised me that we can't learn Earthquake. But don't worry, we can learn Rock Smash. Alright, this. If I miss. Do you guys see that? That was my fear. That was my fear. That would happen to me on Snorlax and one-shot me. I almost one-shot myself. This might end up being my second reset. Missing a high jump kick. Missing 2 high jump kicks. 90% accurate move. 90. 90. 90. What are the odds? 10% chance to miss 3 times in a row? Seems pretty unlikely. That happens a lot with Pokemon, actually. Where I feel like the chance to miss is really low, but when you do eventually miss that low chance to miss, it happens multiple times in a row. Like, you'd think, oh, you're going to miss your move 1 in 10 times, and then you're going to miss it, every 10 attempts. But in fact, you miss it like 2 or 3 times, and then like 27 times in a row, you manage to hit it. That happens a lot. That actually happened with the first gym leader, where we missed like 3 times in a row, or 4. Actually, it was 4 times in a row. But then we managed to hit basically everything afterwards on all the battles that didn't matter. Level 54. Love it. Oof, that hurt. Wow. curse increased his defense, and it did not matter. You know, if it weren't for the evasion moves, I probably wouldn't even use anything, but the fact that Koga has evasion moves leads me to believe I should probably refresh my returns. Yeah, I love high jump kick in Generation 1. The one recoil is a great thing. In this game, they went overboard with the recoil. 20 or 25% of the damage dealt is just too much. Like, it should never do more than 25% of your current max HP, I think. Oh, you use Toxic. Interesting. If only you weren't the last Pokemon. It's almost like, hey, if you were going to use Toxic, you probably should have considered putting that on the first Pokemon. Oops. I have all the elixirs I need. I'm just being stingy right now for absolutely no reason. Okay, I should have used high jump kick. So be it. My high jump kick was better than his high jump kick. Alright. I didn't miss any this time, though. That's nice. More than half? More than half. Nice. And you know what? There's nothing Onyx can do to me, so... Oh my god, it has Earthquake. I'm an idiot. I am such an idiot. That could have gone so bad. Gen 2 is when they fixed it, right? Where Earthquake can hit you underground? I shouldn't say fixed. Technically, they invented it in this round, in this one. Because the first game, it didn't exist, so it was never an issue. Therefore, you know, so it's not really an issue. Technically, they updated it. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's not bad because I didn't get hit by Stun Spore, so I'll take that. Nice. I mean, to be fair, I expected the Elite Four to be a pushover all the way up to Lance. Just because of all the extra training we did. That's how much, like, 5 levels of difference could make. But this is where the challenge begins. Alright, where are you? Full restore, or full... There we are, max elixir. Let's move a little closer. I can never remember if Lance auto-moves you or not. He does. He does auto-move you, so it is worth saving early. Luckily, not a lot of Pokemon in the game have Protect, which is nice. You know, I forgot about the rock type on that Aerodactyl. That's actually quite nice that we do extra damage to Aerodactyl because of its flying. Or because of its rock type. It's not necessarily extra. It makes it... Oh, crap. I forgot to put the berry. Ooh, this is going to be possible. We two-shot. Unfortunately, we managed to, you know, get fully paralyzed. But that's not going to happen twice. Right? Alright. You know, I feel like we're about to save probably 20 minutes of Aerodactyling right now. I forget how close were we to two-shotting that Dragonite? That'll be the difference, I think, in this run. If we're close to two-shotting it, then that extra training was worth it. If we're not close to two-shotting it, and we're mostly close to like almost one-shotting it, then it wasn't worth it. So let's see. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. I think with 5 lower levels, we would be doing 3-shot. Yeah. I think with 5 extra levels, it would be a 3-shot. 5 fewer levels. I think it was worth it. Two attempts. Nice. That was worth it. All that extra battles, that was all justified. We absolutely would have needed a paralysis miss at some point. Possibly even a hyper beam miss on top of it without those 5 extra levels. Alright, I generally click reset right around the time shows up on screen. I also do the on-screen reset. So that way it doesn't... Oops. Not toggle restart. There we go. So that way it doesn't count towards our reset count. Wasn't it the generation... Alright, hold on. I'll get your comment in just a second. We need to get to Olivine. We need to talk to the sailor about the loafing sailor. Apparently, if you don't talk to this guy, the loafing sailor doesn't exist. I always forget that room. Always. Alright, wasn't it also this generation where thunder would do double damage if they were in the air for fly? You know, I don't know when that generation started either. I'm fairly confident this is the generation where thunder becomes 100% accurate in rain, with Rain Dance. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm like a lot more than 50% positive. We have an interestingly fast Pokemon this time around. I'm curious if we should consider battling Blaine, or sorry, no, we should not. Not Blaine. Hold on, you'll figure out what I meant. Alright, so Squidgy pretty much taught me what he does for the overworld. So, he battles Erica first. And then he battles Sabrina. And then Misty. And it's just because the order is just so fluent. Technically, you could battle Surge also on the route. But not every Pokemon is going to be fast enough to beat Surge. But by the time you do Erica and Sabrina, then you probably gained about 4 to 5 levels. And now you will be faster to beat Surge. So it's good that he built that into his routing. Pokemon possibly not outspeeding. Okay, now, Erica. I don't foresee a problem because of return, but we will see. Generally, her Pokemon are pretty defensively bad, except for Tangela. But Tangela is, like, not a threat. See, this one's pretty defensively bad. That one's both defensively bads. Although, in Generation 1, that had a high amount of special, so that makes sense. This one's pretty defensively... Honestly, 92 defense is not terrible. I would have expected Blossom to be lower. Oh, you know what? We could also pick the PP up while we're here. Again, I don't think we're going to need the PP up. But, you know, while we're here. And now we can fly to there. Pokemon Center. They apparently fixed Sabrina's gym. So now you have to walk out the correct way, I think. I don't think that you can dig out anymore. Also, there's a chance I might push Sabrina just because I might not be super effective. Okay, my level difference is making the difference in this gym. Sweet. Oh, yes. I outsped by almost 21. That's awesome. I'll try dig. Yeah, you can't dig. Okay, right, up, up, down. All right. Oops, I went down too far. Not just 100% rain, it never misses. You know, I had a feeling about that 100%, but I just said 100% because that almost encompasses infinite percent. Almost. Well, it's nice that all of these trainers are easy. It's also not nice that these trainers are easy because I'm not getting good XP off of them. Okay, so here's a little trick. Say heal here. Squidgy taught me this trick. So you heal there. I just need to perform it correctly this time. Last time I screwed it up. All right, talk to the guy. You know, he'll tell you about the part, that you need to go get it, all of that. You know, now you fly back to Cerulean. Then you go in the gym. I don't think you have to necessarily pick the part. Oh, right. That's what I forgot last time. That's how I screwed up. I just forgot to pick up the part. Because you can pick up the part going towards Misty. That's the easy part, or the easiest time to grab the part. But, you know, if you forget it, then you screw up. But anyways, after you do this Nugget Bridge, generally you have to go surf. You have to fly back to Cerulean. You have to, what's it called? See, generally you have to fly back to Cerulean. You have to go to the right. You have to cut the grass. Then you have to go and you have to surf all the way back to the power plant, all that good stuff. But if you heal at that Pokemon Center right before Rock Tunnel, then instead of flying back to Cerulean, you could just use the teleport from the Abra you picked up earlier in the run, and you can save all of that walking speed, and all you have to do is swim to the power plant. It's a good 30-second time save. And considering we lost a whole minute earlier by forgetting to grab Dratini, I'm saying saving 30 seconds is probably pretty good. Now, saving both of the time, you know, by not screwing that up, would be even better. But, you know, can't be perfect. One mistake so far, one big mistake so far is pretty good. I'll take that. Usually make a lot of them. A lot of minor mistakes. You would think that after doing all of this practice of being entertaining and playing runs, I'd be better. But turns out, even after 3 years of streaming Magic the Gathering and doing all of these runs, it turns out while you're talking, you just have some sort of stupid gene in you. And it's really, really difficult to process all of the information of the game at 4 times speed and being entertaining and playing properly all at the same time. It's like it's like 3-way multitasking. I know technically it's 2-way multitasking of talking and playing, but I add a 3rd level multitasking because the playing is at 4 times speed. Now, you can pick your spots at when to do this extra training, if you want to do extra training at all. I don't think Misty is the spot I want to do extra training at. In fact, I don't actually think there's too many spots I want to do extra training at altogether. Way to use your only 1 turn on Rain Dance. There's just not a lot of good training at all. The trainers are just 10 levels lower, and it's just disappointing. Oh, okay. I didn't necessarily screw anything up yet, because I only screwed up the fly. But technically, that was a screw up. I didn't actually move anywhere. All I did was go in the Pokemon Center, so it's not really a screw up, because I was going to heal anyways. Okay, Magnemite guy, this time I have a move for you, so you're not a big deal. I gotta pick up the EXPN card since I... Wait, did I deliver? Yeah, I delivered the machine part. Yeah, I delivered it. Good. Boy, imagine if I screwed that up again for the third time. Alright, this time we just won't heal. Perfect. Of course, you know, in the 2 water spots, this is what I was talking about, speedrunner. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess I am doing some extra training. So in our other run, I was like, hey, we should consider just cutting the tree or surfing. And oh wait, no, that's too much information. Disregard what I just said. It's okay. We're an hour and a half in the video. You guys don't you already tuned out. You heard nothing. All right. All right. Considering we're outspeeding these Voltors by a whole 50, I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll be fine. Also, it looks like we'll be able to make it to red at approximately level 70. So I'm going to go ahead and say that red is probably not going to be a problem level-wise. Like, it's not like we're going to add more training than we currently have. So if we run into a problem with red, it's just going to be move-wise. Like, there's just no other way of beating him other than possibly, you know, the auto-win move set. But, you know, we gave it the good old college try by doing all this extra training. So, you know, if Hitmontop can do it without the extra moves, this is the time to do it. Really? Another 2 spaces? All right, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's level 50. 1100? That's it? I was expecting like over 2000. Wow. Boy, level 50 wild Pokemon, not nearly as good as I thought. I mean, Snorlax specifically, you know, is generally one of the better ones. You know, it's got a lot of HP, and there is not a direct correlation of HP and XP, but there kind of is. I don't know why I'm risking high jump kick. His Pokemon are level 30. That would do a ton of damage. Like, high jump kick at this point is a risk. Yes, technically high jump kick is better to use than dig, but the risk of dealing so much damage to myself is too high. I don't know why I switched to it there. That made no sense to me. I knew dig would work. Oh, what do you know? It hit me with Earthquake underground. Still not that big of a deal. Alright, now we're heading to Viridian, the fast way. Not through the forest. We are heading to the right of the forest. Alright, generally I don't mind just battling the trainers that are right here. They're kind of really annoyingly in the way, and the training is not that bad. I think the levels of the wild Pokemon generally get slightly better as you get past Snorlax, because Snorlax is like one of the mid points of the post game. Okay, well, you know, I fully intended to battle her. Alright, grab the rare candy. Talk to Blue. You know, I wish Blue had Pokemon trainers. Blue is clearly over 10 levels better than the rest of the Kanto. So if Blue had trainers to go with him, I feel like they would also be better. So it saddens me that they changed his gym. All right. All right, and after this gym, we now have the easiest gym in all of Kanto by the most unprepared gym leader. Right here. They have not changed the puzzle at all from Generation 1. And pretty much every single Pokemon in the game, regardless, even probably Sunkern at this point, could just use 5 or 6 returns and beat her. I have not... you know what? I have watched a Sunkern run. I watched Andrew Davis do a Sunkern run. But unfortunately, Andrew Davis does not go for a competitive time. So he overtrains like I do, but not quickly. He probably actually battles every trainer. All right. That is everybody but Blue, I think. This is the second to last fight that I'm worried about. All right, Pidgeot. I don't necessarily need... Oh, you know what? Might have not been a bad idea to use High Jump Kick, but I don't think 27 more power probably would have been the difference to one-shotting. But now I will definitely consider it for the future Pokemon on his team. Luckily, he just used Rain Dance on Gyarados. Pursuit, very effective. Unfortunately, didn't need it. Technically, I know High Jump Kick would have been better, but just Dig. Dig's fine. 7 more power wouldn't have made the difference. Now here, I think High Jump Kick will make a difference. There's definitely a good chance that that Rhydon would have survived Dig. Alright, so now we're heading to Oak. Asking him permission. Alright, now we can definitely head over. We don't need to heal because there's a Pokemon Center on the way. And you know what? I hate this grass. I never use repels anyways, but you know what? Because there's more grass right after this. In Generation 1, there's not more grass right after this, so it's not worth using. But here, there is grass right after this, so... And you know what? I think that's the new strat. I just said no. I forget if you have to manually heal or not to use Teleport. But anyways, another like 30-second squidgy strat was go over here, pick up the rare candy, and then teleport back. Welcome back, Meki Coleman. Just in time to catch us finishing the run. Hopefully we finish it quite... Oh, right, I taught it to Bellsprout in this run. Hopefully we finish with flying colors. We are level 66. We have 6 rare candies. I clearly missed some obvious rare candies. Holy crap. Okay, I missed the rare candy before Indigo Plateau. I remember that one specifically. I barely outspeed at that level, but I guess we'll find out. 71? I do not outspeed at 70, so you are very correct, sir. And you set up Reflect, which was the biggest fear I had was you setting up Reflect. All right, so clearly we need to hit level 70. Like I said, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off immediately. and just use rare candies immediately. I'm very disappointed in myself for not grabbing the rare candies. Like, missing 2 obvious rare candies. I know there are 2 more rare candies that I can grab, but I generally don't. Just because they're so far out of the way. Alright, you still outspeed, huh? Okay. Level 72, I think we'll probably outspeed at 72. Nope, no, not that. Alright, we're 183 speed, so we definitely will outspeed now. We're still not going to take down the Espeon in one turn, but the important thing is it'll use Reflect on turn 1, and then it'll die on turn 2, so we won't get hit by a Psychic. Ouch. Wait, that's a Charizard. Why did it not go with... Okay. I mean, I understand he does change the order of his Pokemon sometimes, but holy crap, I did not expect him to change the order there. Crit. Okay. Charizard. Is that half? Oh, we got burned. Never mind. Doesn't matter if it's half. This run is doomed. All right. Unfortunately, because of the Reflect, the Charizard's probably still going to survive, but the difference here is the burn. I don't want the burn. Why are you using Psychic and not Reflect? That bothers me. Is that half? I don't know if it's half. Oh, it's not half. Okay. The damage rounding here is so slight that I almost feel like I kind of have to consider using the pink bow instead of the leftovers. Wow, that just does so much less. Okay. We gave it the old college try. Now we have to get rid of some things. Crap. Crap. Okay, well. Alright. I guess while we're here, we might as well pick up that rare candy I literally just mentioned. I can't think of any other rare candies I forgot off the top of my head. Now, there's the 2 in the caves that I know I forgot, and I typically always forget them. Yeah, Whirl Islands, I always forget. I don't know where it is in the Whirl Islands, is the reason why I forget that one. Alright, and the other item I wanted to pick up was over here. So there are 2 items I want to pick up. First, I guess we'll pick up in here. I don't know what floor it's on. Alright. TM17, which is Protect. And we head back here. For Curse, we're going to start with Protect to see if we can do something with Protect. Alright, I don't know if I can dig from here, but I might as well try. Can I fly from here? Probably not. Nope. Okay. Alright. Alright, now we'll try again. So we have 1 more damage for damage rounding. Right. Hate this so much. That, you cannot just switch regions. On a randomizer, that's a little feature the randomizer adds, is being able to switch regions with your fly button. It's really, really nice. All you have to do is click left to switch regions. All right. 73, we're going to put Protect on top of Pursuit. He never switches Pokemon anyway, so Pursuit's just useless. All right, let's try this again. I'll need to brush up on the rare candies because clearly I missed an obvious one. All right, the damage rounding didn't make a difference. But Protect will delay a turn. So right here we use Protect. And the important thing is it's one fewer turns for Reflect. So Reflect will wear off quicker. Alright, well, at this point I'm trying to lose, so we'll see what the fourth Pokemon is. Snorlax. Alright, I want to see what we get. How much does it do? One shot. Oh, it was a crit. Okay, well, I guess we learned nothing from this one right here. Oh, you took in Sunlight. Okay, you know what? We did learn something. The when the Venusaur comes out, it's not going to it's going to start with Solar Beam. So don't use Protect on turn 1. Use Protect on turn 2. So we learned something. And you know what? I actually would kind of want to be hit with Psychic here. Also, I can Protect right here over the Espeon. So that's an extra turn that the Reflect is not useful. All right. Flamethrower. Oh, burn again. There's no point in continuing on a burn. Our whole strat requires physical attack. And we're going for sub 2 hours, so we're still on that goal. Perfect. You know what? Psychic is actually fine. All right, we can Protect on turn 1. All right, now we can Protect again. Generally, Snorlax starts with Amnesia, so I don't want to. Oh, we just one-shot Snorlax in general. Fantastic. Okay, and we're going to two-shot the Venusaur. Oh, hold on. We could use this for HP. Oh, you use Sunny Day. Okay, never mind. Just Protect now. All right, return. And Blastoise. We can Protect now. Oh, you Rain Danced, you crap. Okay. Protect. Return. No crit, no crit, no crit. That first turn it used Rain. Okay, you know, we learned. That's all that matters. Now we know next turn to start with the return, and that would have been the difference. Also, we need Espeon to use Psychic to start. If it uses Reflect, we're in trouble. Okay, so it used Reflect, so we are in trouble. Protect. Oh, right, we didn't get hurt. Never mind. Okay, no burn. That's what matters. Protect. Okay, Reflect faded. That's what we wanted to see. All right, we can Protect again. Return. All right. Snorlax. We're going to one-shot as long as we don't miss. No range. No range. Perfect. Also, I think we would actually kill ourselves if... So he's going to use... yes. Okay. So he's gonna make it that. We can protect ourselves from Solar Beam. Return. Okay, we don't... Did he use Sunny Day at some point? Did I miss when he used Sunny Day? Did something use Sunny Day and I missed it? Huh. Why did the Solar Beam go off in one turn? Oh, interesting. Okay, I missed the Sunny Day then. Oh, burn. Nothing we can do about a burn. I think burn is like 33% or whatever. So it's like we have to get hit by 2 flamethrowers, so there's just nothing we can do about the burn. Okay, that's good. Crit. You know, we expected this. As long as we get sub 2 hours, we're happy. Add rest over dig? I know the problem is the damage it does is just so, like, anything, the damage anything does is just so high. I guess I could pick a spot to rest. I'm just not sure where that spot is. All right. Good, good. It's always nice that Snorlax is not the problem. Snorlax is usually the problem. Oh, you started with Sunny Day. I see. Okay. So there's no point in protecting. Now there's a point in protecting for the HP. Oh, you piece of crap. I cannot believe it used Synthesis. Alright, well, first turn it's going to use Rain Dance. It detected it had the one shot, and it went for it. You know what? Rest is probably worth it. The Venusaur doesn't do a lot of damage, per se. Oh, Curse would be like the easy button. We could easily win with Curse. I kind of want to challenge myself a little bit, and I kind of don't. It's a fine line. I'm really Snorlaxing this run. The important thing is he didn't use Reflect. All right. All right, high jump kick. Perfect. All right, it's going to use Sunny Day or just charge. Took in Sunlight. That's the best outcome. All right. Return. All right, all right. All right. Return. Surf on turn 1. Good. Protect. You miss Surf. Return again. Surf. And we live. We win. Okay, we got sub 2 hour. That was the goal. Sub 2 hour. Now, question is this second to last or third to last? Oops. There we go. 656. All right, let's take a look. I have my leaderboard up there. All right, 2 hour. Oh, wait, what do we get? 154. We beat Houndoom. That's exciting. That's nice. Okay, you know what? We beat expectations by a lot. You know what? Houndoom probably also would have benefited from overtraining because I think it absolutely had a problem with Lance. So, you know, we prepared ourselves and we worked this out. This is also the highest level finish we've ever had, I think. Let's see. We're at 74. So it's yes, it is the highest level finish we've ever had on any run. And you know, we needed every level of it. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We will be back again on Monday where we would do another randomizer run, a Generation 1 with Speedrunner, who's in chat. As far as now, Speedrunner and I, or when he gets off of work, will be in the Itemless Race group of Discord having a chat. So if you want to talk to me or Speedrunner, go to Vanman's community page, and he's got the Discord link posted right there. We'll be in there routing out our run. Anyways, guys, have a nice night.